Glioblastoma is a very aggressive form of brain cancer. People are generally given 12 to 18 months to live, and it's nicknamed the Terminator. My life revolves around my glioblastoma still, and I am a survivor. I don't like using that word, actually. I don't know what to call myself. I'm cancer-free, but I am aware of the nature of this cancer, so I'm just grateful to live in every day that I have. And for me to live that way is one thing, but with kids, it's very hard. We don't access my cancer very often. I mean, Theodore was only a baby, but with Henry, we told him that mommy was sick, that I had a tumor, and it was sweet. We had no idea what words to use or how to tell him or anything, and he gave them to us. He said, "So mommy, it's like your brain is a garden and you have a weed in it and they're going to remove it." That boy is like pure poetry. I started having headaches, and I've never had a headache before. So when I went into the doctor, and I said, "Well, I had a really bad headache behind my right eye." "Yeah, it's probably nothing, but we'll just order an MRI." We were joking before I got into the machine, wearing pajamas, the whole lot. And when I got out of it, she was completely silent. So she saw the 7-centimeter brain tumor in my frontal lobe.
Caroline's diagnosis changed our life completely. Of course, we cried and we wondered, was that it? We were thinking all the worst case. We gave ourselves a night of that. And then, the next morning, Caroline had a plan. And even though all of the variables weren't up to her, we knew which direction we were going and how we were going to fight it.
My husband, Garth, he's a lawyer and just better at all the details of life than I am. But I just remember him writing a big list and me just sitting there blank, processing 12 to 18 months. It was just a scary place to be in. So I did all the things they said. I tried to find every possible way that I could be human and find myself. And I did it through yoga, meditation, being with my friends, my children, cooking, baking cookies. And I think that's really important because that's what gives you the ability to fight. And I just decided that I was gonna really lean into it, but also loving and appreciating the people whose job it was to try and make me better and really sink into all of those details.
We were incredibly fortunate to have a community that stepped up, that included people dropping off food, that included people coming over and offering to help us clean the house or do laundry. Understanding that, I think, is why Caroline made such an effort, as soon as she felt able to return the favor to those same people with, most specifically, her soup.
Well, I think about soup a lot more than most people, and that came from my time during my treatment when I sounded a call for soup on this Caring Bridge site I was writing because I'm the cook of the house. I had staples in my head. I was doing PT and OT, and I was tired and I was on a lot of medication. So my husband, Garth, pulled out a cooler from our attic and he set it outside our house. And unbeknownst to me, it filled up 3 times a day with strangers bringing me soup, sometimes with cards and sometimes with wishes, sometimes with stories of where the soup came from. I could just tell that there was so much humanity in the bowl of soup that I just developed this very emotional relationship to it, and it really did sort of become my elixir of life. And I decided when I survived the year I was given to live that I was going to make soup for people who made soup for me.
Well, the most inspiring thing about my mom is that she is so driven to give back what people gave her, and now she has done it for 5 years, done Soup Club for 5 years, just to give people back what they gave her. And I think that is an amazing quality to have, because it's the generosity that it takes a lot of time and energy to make that much soup, and that's amazing.
So I cook a crazy amount of soup a week now. It's a very healing and wonderful way to spend my time, and I really love being able to make people soup that I get to be the stranger that drops soup on other people's porches and heal them in ways that they weren't expecting.
The soup is amazing. She's very messy, so my role is doing hours of dishes and making sure that she has the tools available to do what she needs to do.
I love seeing her cook because it makes her so happy when you have the joy of just finishing it and getting it right and making it tasty. And I just think about how happy it's gonna make my mom feel when people send emails like, "Oh, I love the soup. It was great soup this week."
Because I was diagnosed with this rare cancer, I found the Glioblastoma Foundation and I wanted to figure out how soup could help. So I made this soup stand, a lemonade stand, and all the proceeds go to the Glioblastoma Foundation. The fact that there is a Glioblastoma Foundation is so exciting to patients like me because we feel so alone. We're told it's an incurable cancer, it's a cancer we've never heard of, and there's a foundation that is doing its work to figure it out. They aim to prolong the survival and increase the quality of life for every patient. And I just am so grateful to be a part of it. So you might not live in Seattle and can't come to my soup stand, but you can go to glioblastomafoundation.org to donate and learn more.